Product research is still one of those topics which most dropshippers have just no clue about. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the most common mistake I see dropshippers do, which to be honest, I was also guilty of. A lot of people start picking products because they seem really cool. And you see some product which just stuns you and it's like, wow, this is a crazy product. This is amazing. I love this. Or not even I love this, but I can kind of see how this will work. Okay? And then you start forgetting about everything else. You forget about every criteria which is super important and you're like, yeah, this is amazing. And you kind of rationalize why this is such a good product when in reality, it should be the other way around. You need to see a product from the most negative and critical standpoint possible. If you see a product, you hate that product instantly. Whatever you see, you hate it. And the product needs to prove you wrong by basically fitting every single criteria. In the beginning, it's 0 out of 10. It's a 0 out of 10 product. And then every single criteria it actually fits, it gets plus 1 point. And at some point it hits 10 out of 10 and then you can test it, okay? Now, if you don't do this, you're gonna start picking products which look amazing, but are shit. Because if every single criteria is perfectly met and it's just a 10 out of 10 product, however, the margin, for example, is bad, don't sell the product. Because everything on the surface seems amazing and it's like a 9 out of 10 product, it's almost perfect, but then you have terrible margins and you cannot sell it. So some things just outweigh everything else. And that's why I'm constantly saying you need to be intolerant. If a criteria is just not met, don't sell it. If you see a product is super saturated, but it's amazing from all the other angles, don't sell it. If you see a product is a 10 out of 10, but nobody's selling it, don't sell it. If you see it's a perfect product, however, you can only sell one piece and it just doesn't make sense to buy 2, 3, 4 pieces of the same product, don't sell it because it doesn't have upsell potential. If you see a product which is amazing, it solves a problem, it does everything what you think is super important. However, you just cannot make a really good creative for that product because, for example, there's no good clips out there for that product which you can use from the internet and it's a dog product and you don't have a dog. Don't sell it. Just don't make your life hard. And touching on the subject of saturation and proven concept, a lot of people have a completely wrong understanding of what they actually need to look for. Because obviously you need to find a product which is in the golden middle, where it definitely has a proven concept, other people are crushing it with this product, however, it's not over the verge yet where it's super tough to sell. And this whole myth of there's no saturated products, cool, there's no saturated products, but don't sell them because it's not perfect. If you want to start selling the back corrector, is it possible? Yes. Should you do it? No. Why? Because it's just harder to sell than another product. It's as simple as that. So again, saturation is very, very real, especially if you're starting out. Don't sell products which are saturated, okay? However, don't think you're this new creative genius who is gonna pick a product and just because they like it and because every criteria from their angle fits, you just neglect that nobody else could make it work, okay? So also don't do that. Because obviously, if you see that nobody makes it work, you're not gonna be the first one, okay? I'm gonna give you a couple of practical tips on how to actually find this golden middle, okay? So first of all, one thing, if you see that, that's just a clear sign of this is really good, is basically you see other people selling this product which kind of look bad. So you see a terrible looking store with decent ads and they sell the product and they're crushing it. And you see they're constantly scaling on Facebook ads or wherever you see them, okay? If you see that bad things work well, that means that the product is the reason why it works well. Okay? So if you, for example, see a brand, if you see Nike selling a black t-shirt, obviously they're going to sell just because they're Nike, because they have the brand behind it and it's whatever. It doesn't mean that you should sell black t-shirts, okay? However, if you see a random shitty looking store just crushing it like crazy with a specific type of black t-shirt because it's something different, go for it, okay? Especially if you see like 2 to 3 people which are actually just starting out and all of them are scaling, that's the best sign for a proven concept but not saturated. Okay? And obviously, again, if only this is a good fit, don't sell it because all the other criteria, which I'm not going to mention here, are super important as well. And you just need to understand that the product needs to fit every single one of them. Okay? Now, if you actually want to find out what my criteria for winning products are, what you can actually do is basically DM me on Instagram. I'm going to link my name somewhere here. Follow me there and text me the words product research, okay? Also, I'm going to link an interview here, which you definitely should check out, where it's a perfect example of a person who only tests products which are 10 out of 10. He literally tested 9 products and 8 out of them were winners. And I know this might sound crazy, however, here's the full 1-hour interview where we go over exactly how he did this and how he managed to have such a high success rate. So definitely check out that interview and see you there.